Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, September 26th, and we are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES&NQ. So, I made fun of the sellers yesterday. They couldn't hold the gap. That got filled, but we went lower. Well, today we attempted to go trend down 5 times. 5. We almost had a 6th time when L opened, but it opened at J's low to the tick, so we didn't have the single prints in K. So it's amazing how, and the most I've ever seen, we had an upside day back in July that attempted to go trend up 6 times that failed. So that's rare to try to go trend 5 times or 6 times and not make it. So even though I was kind of in the room making fun of sellers not being able to get that, well, guess what? They won the day again. They won it pretty good. They had everything going for them all day. Apple broke that 172 level, and when they did, NQ finally went trend initially. They did fill their single prints though, so they didn't hold the trend day down. Apple closes. Let me see where Apple closed. Apple closes. It looks like it's trading around 172. For now, I would say Apple just stretched their monthly low. Okay? Balance rules are important. Now, NQ and triple Q did stretch their balance low by $1.50, but again, remember, I said this about SPY last time in ES. It's a monthly, not a daily. If we stretch the daily, I would certainly call it down. But a monthly, I might give it a little more leeway, because if it's truly going to go down, what's going to happen? Well, either we go down again within the next 3 days, or October takes out September's low and it's firmly down. So it's not a big deal if you still call it balance. It's an art, not a science. Righty goes out with a double distribution day, a price probe, and I lose their volume at 4. I got to figure out why. Righty's volume POC was towards the low of the day, late in the day. Again, I don't know if anybody put on a print, but it was all. I was in 3 tick increments, but it was like 4,200, which is rather large for them. So I'm not sure if a print went on or not in Righty. But they go out with an afternoon rally high in F, double distribution day, and a price probe. NQ goes out with an afternoon rally high in H, and that's it. They were 8 for 8 wide, never got 9 wide. You know it was a huge nuance? When J couldn't get H's low. Right there, that was a nuance, and they ended up really flushing hard from that point. Our POC kept getting lowered. We got lowered to half back. Again, the volume POC got lowered. We did tremendous amount of volume in the last minute of the day that put our volume POC at 30-something thousand contracts down here around the 14 and change level. So they lowered that pretty good. We go out with an afternoon rally high in H and a price spike. The market spiked low in the afternoon below E. We never held trend, and J did get above E's low, but barely, and we never saw it again. So to me, that's a price spike. So I'm using it as a reference point to see if we're able to get back above it. And if you look at this one, you can see it better. We got it barely above it, and then went down. Now, this is also including N's volume, but look at his volume. Look at all his volume they did. A lot of volume in this level. Amazing. So we go out with lower value. I had a good day. I didn't do anything really much in the afternoon, later in the afternoon, and don't ask me why, because there were plenty of opportunities to short. I did most of my damage today in ES. I actually took a long in ES right before the opening bell because I thought they might front the overnight low, and they did. I got 3 points out of it. After that, though, I looked for nothing but shorts all day. So I shorted ES then to go get the overnight low. Shorted B period once we started one time framing with the ebb and flow. Short in C, short in D. So I took that one long before the opening, and as soon as the market opened, I made 3 points. But then the next A, B, C, D, I did nothing but short, and I was up about 21 points in ES. I took a short in NQ. I nailed the afternoon rally high. Well, I didn't nail it. I missed it by a point. I shorted 83.50 or 83, I forgot now, and the high was either 84 or 84.50. Made 13 points off it. Boy, oh boy, I should have held it. But made 13 points off it. That's the only trade I took in NQ today. And then believe it or not, I lost 1 point on a short 9 ES because I was up 3 points on a short. Then I put another one on. It started going up. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. We're not going to hold single prints again. So once we weren't holding single prints again, I thought, you know what, maybe these shorts are going to give it up. It started going up. I took it off. I ended up losing 1 point. I was up 3. I lost 4. I lost 1 point. And obviously I should have held on to it because it came in. And I obviously could have shorted J, K, L, and M until we finally stopped the one-time framing down. So not a bad start. I'm up 42 in NQ for the week and 20 in ES. So I'm happy with that. As far as our destinations, I'm using E's low as a price spike at 426.63. Afternoon rally high, H's high 427.98, and today's high at 429.82. For our downside, 425.02 is a daily low, and then we have 423.95 daily low and filling a gap at 422.92. That's a $1.03 gap back on June 2nd. ES. Today's low is 05.50, then 94 is a daily low pour low, then single prints 83.25 to 81 from June 8th. For the upside, price spike, E's low 21.75, 35.50 is our afternoon rally high, and 54 is our daily high. And then on the charts, so the monthly for us is firmly down. We came out of a 2-month balance. We're down one-time framing down for 2 months. Okay? The weekly is down. Now this is, again, there's a bad print, but I can't change it to the end of the week. Right now, SPY's high on the weekly is 432.27, not 444.02, unless that's going to be an omen for later in the week. We are down on the weekly. That's not even close to what the weekly chart should look like. And the daily is firmly down, one-time framing down 4 days out of an outside day down, and that 20-day moving average is getting closer and closer. It's at 418.47, so we're only $7 off it. And then just quickly, here's triple Qs. They did take out last month's low, but again, it's a monthly. They only took it out by $1.50. I'm going to give them a little leeway maybe and say they just stretched their balance for now. And here on Apple, same thing. Yes, they took out that last month's low, which was 171.96, right? But they took it out by 30 cents. Look where they closed. Exactly 171.96. That's funny. So for now, I would say Apple just stretched it. Remember, one day doesn't make a market. Just because they got below it, it's not like, oh God, it's over, short the market. You want to see acceptance, you want to see continuation. That would that's going to make a world of difference as opposed to just getting last month's low. Hope you had a good day trading. Remember, I'm doing a webinar with Terry Lieberman from Window Trader Thursday at 4:30 Eastern Time. As soon as I get the link, I will put it out to you. Have a great night, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.